I'm almost where I'm supposed to be going. I feel like I finally learned the route to get here. A little bit. You know? It seems like the coordinations take me a different route almost every way, which I'm thankful for, showing me that things can be accomplished more than one way than just one. I'm just feeling extra blessed and thankful for the ashram and for Amrit Desai, you know, for opening this sanctuary so I have a place to call home on this earth. And you know, something that I was just channeling a moment ago was about how, you know, when we do yoga, they have one of the things that they say sometimes is feel Mother Earth pulling you and holding you. And when I think about that lately, I've been thinking about Mother Earth just holding space for me, the ability for me to even exist. And all this time I've been begging and yearning to be held by a man, when all along the world was holding me the entire time, even though I felt like I was up in the air and all alone. I had thought completely wrong. I'm feeling extra thankful for Dallas. And I gotta say thanks to Gilda too. Because if they had not been fighting, I had not had developed a friend as I had. And frankly, if not for her emotions now and keeping him hostage, and me losing a friend or whatever, right, or the space being held for me to be alone, I would not be as going inside as me, you know, as much as I am. And it's very clear I'm meant to be alone. And it's really nice to be seen that way by many. And I'll be honest, with my disease, it makes me miserable sometimes. It makes me feel like I don't deserve to be here or to live, or that exactly there is a punishing God and that I've earned my sickness. And in some levels, my sickness was actually a gift, because it came with additional abilities that were frankly the biggest blessing. I do feel comfortable talking about those blessings. The illness I have is connected to the nervous system. And when it's expressing itself, a lot of times it's my body warning me, you know? I mean, it has 4 forms of expression. And I take a lot of pride in me being so attentive to detail and being able to notice those ever small changes within my neurosystem. Okay? And I'm thankful for the illness, because I've noticed as an HSP, autistic, hashtag actually autistic, right? HSP, highly sensitive person, I have learned that this illness only reacts when someone has a nervous system which is wired in a way of a beast-like mentality, where they have pure desire of eroticism towards me and just raping me in their minds without my permission, you know? Yes, that includes touching yourself to the thoughts of other people without getting the other person's permission. It's a form of rape, really. Just like if I use my psychic gifts on you and I find out information about you that you find to be vulnerable and personal that you do not wish to share with the world. It's rapey. It's the same thing when I know that information without you giving me permission when I go in. Heaven's in our heart. I like changing the words to this song. And know that we can change the world if you can open up your heart and see that you have a piece of love to give. Give it to yourself, and you give it to the whole. 'Cause you show us what it means to love me. My heart is hurting. I feel like I'm also getting sick because I feel like I'm purging and throwing up the etheric cords connected to Graham. knocked me up, right? I feel like a second barfie coming. I'm almost to the property. Ugh, I don't want to throw up on the property. I'm so embarrassed. I'm going to be embarrassed when I do the ayahuasca. I know that I'm so close. I'm getting upset because I'm so close. Like, exactly, is there like some type of holy presence I'm about to deal with? I can't figure out why I keep getting so much the way I am. From like 2 o'clock this morning. Heaven's in our heart, on our earth, for faith in humankind, and be respectful of all things. I don't feel so good. Help me, please. Part of it is that I'm not breathing. I'm not releasing these things. I've been keeping all these secrets of all this illness, all this sicky shit that I've had to hold on to, and like secrets. And I feel disgusting as a human being for what I have done and where I have been and what I have learned, what I have seen, and what mankind has done with God's creation. Suppressed depression and suicidal nature. I understand the suicide hotline exists, though I feel like I'm here to help a lot of suicidal people. Mainly because of me being an empath, that I had been through those things before. And I've made it this far, and I promise you, the farther it gets, it does get harder. They say God never gives you anything you can't handle, man. There's something that just tells me I can't kill myself this time. I think I've done that past lives. I think I've done that like 100 times, you know? If I've lived 2,732 lives, then I think I might have killed myself 100 or more. What if it was 1,000? There's very, very many slow ways of killing yourself. And you know, there's a lot of spiritual context and texts that talk about like living forever. And there's like also simultaneously also a lot of texts that talk about returning to that childlike innocence, you could say. Man, there's so many things I want to read out loud to you. I left some books at home. I'm just gonna say, book it, and read some books out loud to you.